it's supposed to be Steph Curry, but to me, it's Steve Gold and Luke Meyer, to be honest, and Trent Bice. So,
Mhm.
um, like, just what are some of your
Um,
fondest memories of being with the Braves?
oh man. Oh, where can I start? I'll start off with I've been on a team with a lot of I've been on a team with a lot of guys, but I've never been on a team with I think all the guys, you know, they're on and off, like they're on court and off the court life was, can I say perfect? Like give example, like, uh, like Chris Hogan, great guy. And then off the court, like model guy, obviously, people like him. And then you got, um, uh, then you got Novak, like those guys, work hard on the court. And then off the court, it's like, I'm a family man, mate. But, at the same time, like, they have time for their family and their kids. And then on the court, they
Oh,
work hard.
quick question: who has a better fashion sense, yourself or Chris Novak?
Oh, Chris. Oh, yeah. Chris Novak is, hey, listen. Chris Novak, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay.
Talk to me, Ivan.
He makes the weirdest things look good. Like I remember he used to wear like the button up, I mean not the, like the collar turtlenecks we call it, and he used to wear he used to wear like these little skinny jeans. Oh my God, I tell you, this dude was
He had his
weird. But
white pants. He had the alligator
white, no,
shoes.
but he, I mean he
He was straight from Townsville.
it was I'll put it like this. It was between Chris and probably um oh man, it's probably between Chris and Chris. Because Chris Hogan just dressed nice too. He had a fashion about him too. Um but it's Chris was the guy.
I'm gonna have to dig
Chris,
out. I'll dig out
yeah,
some pictures and superimpose them in
yeah.
on the um
Um
of those guys for the people.
I would say I think my greatest memories there was, I mean, obviously the games, the atmosphere was awesome. Um, I think having a coach like Ben at the time, um, you know, I, Ben reminded me of one of my high school coach
Yep.
growing up. Like he would get on you, if you're not playing well, but at the same time, it's like we need you, and if I play good, he always get accolades. And um, you know, I I think um I mean I think the trips, obviously the trips uh to like Tasmania, to uh Mount Gambier, Canberra, I mean, like those trips in particular were great. Awesome trips. Playing against Hobart was always like a good trip. Um,
The card games are very
uh,
similar to the Allen Iverson and Chris Webber type stakes.
yeah, I mean, just those like Geelong games was great. Um, like every time I play against Ballarat was always a good game, no matter what.
Mhm.
Um, playing against Sandringham and then who was it?
Knox, Knox,
Is it
Kilmore,
Danny Don?
Danny Knox, yeah.
Yeah, those teams just made it, just a nightmare at times. But I mean, this playing against each city,
Yep.
made it fun. Um, and then like I said, like my teammates were great. Speaks, obviously having Big Sam, I had Big Sam one year. Um,
Then you had Jasmar, and so you had Luke Meyer and Sam Harris. Then you had Jasmar and Tommy Gallup.
mhm. I like him. Tommy was a good guy. I mean, Jazz. I mean,
Still is.
Jazz is a good guy. Jazz is doing good things now where he's at, and you know, Tommy. Tom always been a good guy
You might
to
not
play
know, but
with.
Tom's brother has one of the biggest sports comedy podcasts in probably the biggest
Oh,
one in
really?
Australia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
Big
crazy.
Four podcast. It's a terrible
Yeah,
pod. Don't listen to it. Hate the pod. 5 stars.
yeah. I mean, I just think like the community, like I think the people really like care about basketball,
Yeah,
even though basketball is probably not the number one sport there. I mean, you had your netball, you had your rugby, you had your rugby
footy.
and everything, and
Hey, come on, Ivan. We
um,
don't play rugby here. It's footy here.
footy
Come on,
there,
mate.
and you know,
How many years were you
but
here? You would have. Come on. They play rugby in New South Wales and
uh,
Queensland. It's footy in Victoria.
no, yeah, it's like footy. That's what y'all say. I think I said
I hope you're
rugby
not
one
telling them, I
time.
hope you're not telling your kids over there you hung around rugby players.
Oh no, 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 no. But they just, I mean, like it was just fun there at a time that um I mean I could safely say like I was probably on my last ends of playing ball, but
Yeah,
I think being out there and got confidence to play. I was playing with Luke, my first year. I love Luke Meyer. Shout out Luke Meyer.
yep.
Um, real good guy. Um, I hate we couldn't win it for him. I hate we couldn't win it for Ricky though, because Ricky was a real good guy. He was kind of like the old vet.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Here's a picture of you and Luke, actually. There it is. This is when you said that you weren't coming back for 2012 to go into
yeah,
Japan, but then you
yeah,
come back in 2013.
hmm
Yeah. But yeah, so talk about Ricky D for a little bit. Like he was obviously the vet on the team. He won national MVPs for the club in 99 2000. Then
hmm
2004, Dave Flint left and Wayne Larkins come in, and Wayne wanted to bring in he wanted to bring in his guys basically, and he brought in Sean Redditch, who obviously went on to have a
hmm
fantastic career with Perth. He also brought in Rob Brown from
Okay,
Townsville, who was on he before that was on the M1 mixtape tour called Wolverine.
okay,
And Ricky was the man that had to let go, and still to this day, I believe Ricky and Wayne aren't that fond of one another, which is a
hmm
shame because they're both very special men to me in their own ways. But I also understand how the business of the sport works and how these things
yeah,
happen, which is unfortunate. But um, so Ricky actually went and played in Ballarat for a couple of years during the Wayne's era, and then when Harvey coached, obviously Ricky still had the gym in Bendigo with Brakita, popped out a
hmm
couple of kids, and then he came back to play as the vet, and I'll let you take it from there. What was it like having him around?
yeah. He's your typical vet. I think when I first got here, um, I think he took me under his wing. Even though I wasn't, your typical, rookie. I was an older rookie, but um, he would always call and ask what you're doing. You want to come over to the house and eat with the family. Um, I go out, work out. Um, tell me about the business, about how you got to come out here and work hard. If you work hard, you can have a good career here. And
Yep.
um, at the time, had Dyson at the time, and Kai, the little ones. They were little at the time. They ain't little no more. But but I just remember. I used to remember when we used to have like our trainings and stuff before practice, and they used to come and I would practice with them, and um, but he just told me. I think he's just like another one, like Moses Malone. Like just be a professional out here. Like don't be doing stuff, get yourself in trouble. Don't be doing stuff to get yourself in the news and things like that. If you do great things here, they're gonna love you. If you get in trouble and don't do the right things, they're not gonna like you or respect you here. So I took that to heart, like very hard, because uh you guys made it fun for me. Like y'all really did.
Yep.
Like I mean, you really did make it fun. It wasn't like the game is over and I'm at my room or anything like that. You're like, hey, you want to come hang out with us? Like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We may go out, we do this. Like we're gonna like. So it made it fun for me to be there. Like I remember those moments a lot. Um,
Would you
you
like me to
know,
show you one of those fun moments?
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then we'll talk about Ricky's kids. But this one, you mentioned Chris Novak's fashion sense.
okay,
And you mentioned the fun. Here's a video that the aforementioned Austin Flint put together.
okay.
Do you remember this night? The first anniversary of the Player Haters Ball.
Oh
You
man,
see this?
yes.
Here's a little clip of it.
Uh,
Matthew